Learn to influence and impress as a communications champion. Communication Skills Masterclass for Cybersecurity Career Starters. Thank you for purchasing this course. Hello, my name is Christy, and welcome to this course on learning how to influence and impress as a communications champion with the goal of a long, successful career in cybersecurity. I am a teacher, trainer, leader, manager, mentor, and former board member of the Raleigh ISSA. I enjoy helping people reach their goals. At the end of this course, you will know the communication techniques at different levels of your career, from preparing for a job to being a senior cybersecurity professional. You will understand how certain behaviors, tones, and methods of presenting data can affect your success. What you will learn in this course is the psychology around communication, 4 types of communication fundamentals, different tips for communicating at varying stages of your career, why communication is essential, and some suggestions on improving your resume. You may be wondering, what is required for you to complete this course? First, you must have hardware that allows you to watch the videos. Since you are listening to this, you are ready to begin. Your motivation is essential. You have to want to improve and grow. Suppose you have access to a browser. You can sign up for Microsoft 365 or Google Drive. There is a section on PowerPoint presentations. It is not necessary to follow along, but if you want to practice, you have options. I recommend practicing the steps, styles, and communication methods throughout this video series. Install Zoom. Look at yourself in the camera. Stand in front of a mirror and practice speaking, or go to the store and say hi to 10 people before going home. I recommend practicing the steps, styles, and communication methods throughout this video series. Install Zoom. Look at yourself in the camera. Stand in front of a mirror and practice speaking, or go to the store and say hi to 10 people before going home. Communication is more about practice than it is about understanding how to communicate. What makes me uniquely qualified to teach this course? Cybersecurity is not my first career. I did not mess with technology until my late 20s. I had a series of random jobs all over the board: sheep shearing, factory work, night stalker, cashier, 8 years in the Army as a combat medic and critical care air ambulance medic. Each of these jobs had something in common. They required soft skills, the ability to convey a message, and the ability to read body language. These jobs helped prepare me for my career in information technology, or IT. IT was not my first career choice. Growing up, I wanted to be a veterinarian to help all my animals. The Army did not have any openings for veterinarians, so I chose the next closest thing: a combat medic. The last year I served in the Army, my friend convinced me to take some courses from the Wounded Warrior Project with her. The catch of the course was that if you build the computer, you get to keep it. I knew nothing about computers. I recently broke mine, and in order to learn the material, I created relationships between the new terminology and what I knew. For example, the brain is the CPU and the wires of the nervous system. Whatever you know, try to map the terminology. The fan of a car has the same function as a fan in a computer. Comparing like for like will help you convey your message to your audience. Finding that first job is the hardest, whether you're starting in IT or transitioning from information technology to cybersecurity. My first technology job was as a part-time contractor for CenturyLink, making minimum wage. We even had to put our names on a list to use the bathroom. 5 months later, I doubled my pay as a technical support specialist for Parata. At Parata, we troubleshot pharmaceutical automation robots. Some contain SOHO networks, otherwise known as small office, home office, which means they had 2 routers that talk to each other. This company had an excellent environment. I was sad to leave, but I had to pursue my dreams. Cisco offered me a job as a systems engineer, where I learned to act as a technical advisor to customers, learn the customer's pain points, and design a solution using Cisco products to decrease their headaches. This job was fast-paced and fun. A friend I met at Raleigh ISSA, a cybersecurity networking event, convinced me to apply at BB&T, which is now Truist. I thought I was applying to help build a secure data center. When I arrived at my first day of work, I learned I was a SOC analyst at a security operations center, similar to a help desk for cyber events. The SOC allowed me to learn how to communicate with many different groups and exposed me to many areas of cyber. I analyzed what events or triggers I enjoyed. I gathered a list of the items I enjoyed the most, and they aligned with the cybersecurity framework in the identification space. Knowing what I liked, I reached out to the manager of the penetration team and told him, I want to be a pen tester. He said, okay, and taught me what I need to know. This job naturally transitioned into managing third-party penetration testing, where I worked with vendors and translated their technical penetration testing reports into something the business could understand. Learning how to manage vendors set me up for my first civilian management job, leading a team of 7 people who had the function of Dynamic Application Security Testing, aka DAST. In this role, my teammates checked code in the runtime environment for errors that could allow a bad actor to hack the site. My boss believed in job rotation, so a year later, I moved to manage the Web Application Firewall team, WAF. Think of the WAF as putting a wall in front of the application to block attacks from the hacker. These roles prepared me to move into the strategy space, where a different style of communication and presentation writing occurs. Later in this course, we will cover some of the lessons learned. This course has 5 primary sections: the psychology behind effective communications, why we do the things we do, how can you be more influential, understanding the brain and some concepts relating to the brain and psychology will help you take control of your communication journey, the fundamentals of communication, how is your message coming across to others, what cues are people picking up, just because I said something nice, do you think I meant it? This section explores the 4 types of communication: verbal, nonverbal, visual, written. It also covers passive-aggressive and assertive. So you want to get into cybersecurity? WRAL recently posted that there are 24,000 cybersecurity jobs in North Carolina, with a starting pay of $70,000 or higher. Learn what it takes to break into the field of cybersecurity with skills, behaviors, networking concepts, and interview best practices. Tips and tricks for early to mid-career. You made it through the interview, and you landed your first job. What do you do next? How do you get noticed? What are the different ways to communicate with an individual, team, or within our organization? This section has some helpful communication methods to make your way from early to mid-career. Pathways to EC Council's Certified Security Specialist. Are you ready for the next steps? Whether you are already in cybersecurity and you want to make a move, or are thinking of changing careers, or even starting your first career, check out EC Council's Certified Security Specialist, ECSS, and learn about networking basics and security fundamentals. Learn to think like a hacker, and so much more. Take control of your journey. Now you know a little bit about me and what you can expect to learn from this class. Take a break, eat a snack, get your body moving, stretch, come back ready to learn about the psychology of effective communication. This next section will cover some parts of the brain essential for effective communication and theories to help us understand, analyze, and communicate within a corporate environment. I am excited to have you on this journey with me, and I will see you in the following video.